John Spencer is the Chair of Urban Warfare Studies with the Madison Policy Forum and the author of Understanding Urban Warfare. He joins us from Colorado Springs. John, the Ukrainian military were understandably tight-lipped on tactics, but they are claiming now gains on the battlefield. Can we verify that, and do we know exactly how significant those gains are?
Yeah, I think we can verify those. There's plenty of geolocating, open source intelligence sources that have validated the videos of Ukrainian flags going over recently liberated villages are in fact true. So it's pretty undeniable, and that's probably frustrating to Russia, who likes to control information. How significant is it in the counteroffensive? It's significant to break through the lines of Russian defenses, but it's, to be frank, we're only seeing probably about 10% of what's actually been allocated for the counteroffensive. So there's a lot of fighting and a lot of new territory to be liberated to come.
John, it seems that the counteroffensive is happening on many, many fronts. Strategically speaking, what's the thinking behind that? What are the advantages?
Sure. So the advantage is to keep the Russians guessing. I mean, secrecy is still the number one thing in war and campaigning like this. So Ukrainians need to attack on multiple axes, but truly hide where the main attack is and what their ultimate goal is, which I don't know and nobody should know. But yes, we see fighting in Bakhmut, in the Donetsk, in the southern Ukraine. That's great. But we do see, like I said, only about 10%. And like the Marine infantry we just played, are still having considerable gains. And that increases the range of Western or Ukrainian systems like the MLRS on what they can reach in support of the bigger attacks.
So we know about some of that Ukrainian equipment they have on their side now, but having had 6 months to dig in on Ukrainian territory, waiting for this counteroffensive, how strong is that Russian position?
Yeah, it's hard to say where it is strong. Of course, they spend a lot of time trying to defend, but they don't have the military, the numbers to defend that large of even a defensive line if it's well constructed, because we've seen everything from shallow trenches that in the recent videos to more prepared defensives. But I don't think that they have the military or the flexibility you would need to hold that defensive line. So maybe it's strong in some locations, and why we see, again, another reason for Ukrainians attacking at multiple points is to identify the strength and weaknesses in the Russian line.
John, it's only early days, but how important do you think these next few weeks will be in determining the outcome of the war?
I mean, I think it's a vital phase. It won't end the war, of course, and all wars end at a table where hopefully Putin agrees to remove the Russian military out of Ukraine ultimately. But this phase, this counteroffensive, is vital to positioning the Ukrainians at a great position of advantage over Russian forces in the south and in the east. Cut the land bridge, cut the strategic resupply routes and routes that the Russians have been familiar with all the way since 2014. I mean, Putin's gone from a path to being a great power again to now the greatest terrorist in the world, bombing civilians every day.
Great to get your insight. John Spencer, thanks so much.